Hello and welcome to another edition of Bacardi TV. We're a little bit late this week to review the English Premier League matches, but that's alright because there's an international break this weekend, so there are no games. So we'll look back on the weekend that was, starting, I think, I'm joined by Sam to look back. He's obviously a very happy Manchester City fan, given that they hammered Brighton 4-0, but we'll start with the North London derby, which was the marquee fixture of the weekend, ended up being 2-2. Not the best result probably for either side, but Tottenham probably will have more to regret after leading 2-0 and letting that lead slip.
I think that game was actually the highlight of the weekend for me, and it was a very, very thrilling match to see, and I liked the Lacazette's goal. I think for me, you could see the resilience from Arsenal, and it paid off at the end of the day. They were really fighting. There was a lot of pushing. There was you could see that Arsenal wanted it so bad. I think that derby was fantastic. I could watch the game all over again, and I think Tottenham also, they should pick a lesson from this, because now it's not looking good for them, even though I do not want them to come to the top anyway, but they need to learn from that game. And if they keep doing this, making these mistakes, they had the upper hand, and they could have just packed the bus and capitalized on that 2-0 advantage, but they lost it.
And maybe now we can segue nicely into Manchester United and Chelsea, because Manchester United, since they beat Chelsea 4-0, haven't won a game. Yeah. Chelsea won one, but let a 2-0 lead slip against Sheffield United, which is far more embarrassing than letting a 2-0 lead slip against Arsenal. Yeah. Obviously, Chelsea, there's a little bit of, they can't buy any players. They have, Frank Lampard is giving youth a chance, but you can't be, whatever your circumstances, you can't be letting a lead like that. So you're 2-0 up. And they just didn't look like, they never really looked convincing in that game.
That game was very disappointing, and playing Sheffield, and we expected more, and now I think the pressure now is on Lampard, and I don't know there is that condition, and I don't want to make it like an excuse for him. I think they need to go back to the drawing room and come up with a plan, something that would really bring better result. And at the end of the day, we can't keep saying, we couldn't buy players, but you've got to make what you have. You have to work with what you have and make the most out of them. And that was really embarrassing for Chelsea. And I'm just a bit concerned about his career, because everyone wants result. The fans want result, and the company, the football club wants a result. And this is not a Chelsea that we know. And knowing he's a legend from Chelsea, and his career is also on the line, and he's just probably starting his coaching career. If he doesn't perform at Chelsea, who's going to want to have Lampard to work for them? So I can imagine the pressure.
Moving to Man U obviously took the lead. Looked like they could have won it easily in the first half, and then almost similar to Chelsea in a way. They just let Southampton back in the game.
I think with United, it's just they just gone from bad to worse, and they started the game with a bang, and the thing is, I can't really figure it out what exactly is wrong with United, the squad, and there's no game plan in the forward. The midfield there's no synchronization with the guys in the front, and the back is a mess. So it's just, I don't know. It's a total mess. I'm sorry, I have to say that, not because I'm a City fan, but you
not because you're a City fan. No.
I know Manchester is blue right now, and you'll expect more from them. And I'll give them the same comment that I've given Tottenham. Everyone. Most of the time when the league starts, people always say, the league is too early, it's too early. No. How you start the league, it has an impact on how you finish. And you need to start racking up this point now, because you're going to have a 10-point gap, and you're going to have to work so hard to catch up with the other guys. And once everyone take off and you start very bad, I'm really worried now they might even make it to top 4 with the way they're playing right now.
On City and Liverpool, obviously, City battered Brighton 4-0. I mean, could have been more, and Aguero was wonderful, and De Bruyne is on another. It's just on another level, the football they're playing. Liverpool also, made pretty light work of what looked like a tough game at Burnley. Look, the only problem for Liverpool, I think, is that they might have to win every game this season after last season to win the league. But so far, so good. I mean, what do you make of this whole title race at the moment?
I think it's really interesting. I'll give it up to the two coaches, Klopp and Guardiola, and they brought something spectacular to Premier League, because Premier League, the beauty of Premier League, it becomes unpredictable. Leicester could take it again. It could be Sheffield. It could be Norwich. It could be anyone. But these two coaches have brought something dynamic to Premier League. I'm not sure if we like it. I'm sure some other team don't like it, because they feel like these two teams they dominate in the league now. And I think when Liverpool scores 3, City want to score 4. When Liverpool scores 8, City want to. So there's that rivalry, and I'm not sure if it's healthy enough, but I think it is going to be another drag race between these two teams, and I'm just looking for someone to stop Liverpool. Give them a draw, a loss, then City can come over. But I mean, for now, we good, we're confident, and we know Liverpool is going to sleep. They're going to take a bit of a break, and we take over. This is Manchester City's league this time around.
Well, I think you're definitely right. It's very exciting for City and Liverpool fans, and maybe for neutrals, but I think for fans of the other teams in the top 6, it's. And maybe teams lower, obviously, it's a little bit like frustrating, because it really does, for it to become this one-sided so early in the season, isn't great. And you do want big teams like United. Well, maybe not. You do as a neutral. Maybe not as a Chelsea fan, but as a neutral, you want big teams like United and Arsenal and Tottenham and of course Chelsea. To be stronger, and it to be more of a fight. So hopefully those teams will. Start putting together better sequences of results after the international break. Anyway, that wraps it up for Bacardi TV for this edition. Please do follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook, and thanks for joining us.